We're going to move on to our next subject, which is something that I read and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I've heard about this for a while, but Kevin Smith is trying to get Mallrats 2 made finally. So they did Clerks 3 recently, and the producers of that said it did really well, and it's kind of leading the way for Mallrats 3, which they're calling Mallrats 2. I mean, 2, I don't know why I'm saying 3. Mallrats 2, The Twilight of the Mallrats. But this is a little bit like Kevin Smith said about this.
We're seeing some traction on Mallrats 2, Twilight of the Mallrats. So, fingers crossed, kids. We heard from the Lionsgate folks, and they were very, very happy with the performance of Clerks 3. I'm not allowed to say anything else. Producer Jordan Monsanto is like, I can't tell you anything because you go and talk about it on your effing show. But things are looking good, so this could be the year that we return to the mall.
Yeah. Kevin Smith does a show called Fat Man on Batman or something like that, where he talks about everything pretty much. So I'd imagine if there's something in there, he might leak it. So they're probably trying to keep him back. But he's been talking about doing this for a while. They were going to be a TV show for a minute. They're going to do like an 8-episode TV show about Mallrats, bring everybody back and bring it back to the mall. But now he's saying movie again. We'll see what happens. Jake, have you seen Mallrats before, the first one?
I have, but it's been so long. It's not there anymore.
The one thing I always think about when I hear this movie is when is it Yondu from Guardians, right? He goes to shake somebody's hand, and the guy, I think it's Jason Lee, has his hand up his butt, and then he takes. Yes, he does. Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel? And he takes a pretzel and he just rubs the poop from his butt and the pretzel and hands it to Yondu, and Yondu eats it. That's what I think about when I think about Mallrats.
That's a lightly inaccurate description.
It's a scene in the movie. Okay, so Jake, you don't remember that probably, but Sabrina loves Mallrats as one of her favorite movies. Sabrina, what do you think about this? Are you excited about a sequel, or do you think they can't recreate the magic of the original?
I don't want to get my hopes up because he has been trying to do this for a really long time and it's not happened. And when the TV show was kind of going to be a thing, I was super jazzed about it and it didn't happen. And they keep doing more Clerks, but they're not giving me my Mallrats. So I don't want to get my hopes up. But if they do it and they get Jason Lee and Shannon Doherty and Claire Forlani and Jeremy London and Ben Affleck, like if they get all of the original cast back, I would be super stoked to watch it because it's one of my favorite movies. When I was in college, I went to sleep every single night because I can't sleep without sound, to either Aladdin or Mallrats. I know it's a very stark contrast, but every single night of my college years, one of those movies was on when I went to sleep. I could quote almost the entire thing, and I love it, and I would love if they did another one. I really, really would. So please, Kevin Smith, please, please, please make it happen this time.
It sounds like he's gonna really try to push for it too, and it is a fun movie. But that you're right. The thing is getting that cast back too. Again, a lot of them are friends. He had problems with Ben Affleck for a while, but they reconciled all of that, and they got over it. Now Ben Affleck also is doing his own stuff now. We've been talking about that too before, how he's getting his own company going. Him and Matt Damon are going to start producing their own things. He just got married not too long ago. Maybe his life will be a little bit too busy to do this, but I'd imagine he'd be able to pop in, and you would hope that he gets everybody, if you get the idea, get the green light to be able to do it, like why not everybody come back? They're all friends.
You would have to have Shannon Hamilton in it. He would have to be in it.
Yeah, everybody has to come back.
That was his character's name, because neither of you obviously know that. His name was Shannon, which is hilarious. Hamilton.
Shannon. Where's Shannon from?
Back of a Volkswagen?
In the back of a what?
See, Sabrina can quote this movie all day.
Okay.
And a lot of the characters have changed a lot. Like I don't know if they can actually put them back in the mall. Like I guess they can. Jake, what do you think? So, do you think that they'll be able to get the cast back, or do you think it could be a logistic nightmare for this movie to actually happen so long after the original?
I don't know. It feels like one of those situations where some of the cast from the original have gone on to become more famous than others. So how do you get everybody back to the same level again and create that chemistry without overwriting it or making it awkward. You know, I feel like that might be kind of an off camera kind of problem that they could have. I feel like chemistry would be a hard thing to recreate when you're just having fun with a show like that. But not having the movie relevant in my brain, I might be way off on that. I mean, maybe it's something they could do.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing that comes to my mind when I'm thinking about it, is recreating the chemistry of something like that. But I don't see why it wouldn't be possible. I mean, it's obviously very well known. You know, you fell asleep to Mallrats. Step Brothers was one of the movies I fell asleep to for quite some time.
It's a great movie too.
So
Also one of my favorite movies of all time.
yeah, so you know, there's a drum set right here too, but I'm not gonna do that. There's
You're not gonna put your balls on my drum set?
well, no, it's my daughter's drum set, so I really can't.
Okay. That
Probably
would be
should.
frowned upon.
No.
You might not. Daddy, what'd you do?
Yeah, no, she don't. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I can see. That's the only thing I can think of. You know, just recreating that chemistry and getting it right. You know, so that it feels.
I think if
like
anyone
they
could do
picked
it,
up.
Kevin Smith can.
Oh,
Yeah.
he can for sure. Yeah, he's brilliant. Yeah. So it's the other ones coming in.
It's the other
I think-
ones.
I think you
Yeah,
could. I mean, I would be excited to see it come back. I remember this years ago when he's been talking about this for so long. When the idea's been in his head, the fact that he was able to do a couple more Clerks movies too is amazing. I haven't seen the new one yet, the new Clerks 3, but I hear it's very emotional at times and it's very well done, and people really seem to like it. So, which is fun because I'm guessing that's probably gonna be the last of those, right? I mean, I can't imagine they'll do more. Maybe this will lead for a Mallrats 2 and then 3. You never know. Maybe he has a good idea for it. Kevin Smith, I love his stuff. So hopefully, if he has an idea, it gets out there and I'll go see it because I think it'd be a lot of fun. So we'll see. What's everybody think out there? You let us know. Mallrats 2, Twilight of the Mallrats.